Hello everyone, this is Yukio-Fukami from Fukami Breeding Farm. It's been a while, so today, well, you might think this is about the Edo-nishiki goldfish tank, but actually, as you can see from the thumbnail, I'm doing an experimental project with this Edo-nishiki tank, this right here. You see this particular sensor here, this PDF, or other things like that. This is the one that is actually measuring the water temperature. This specific one right here. Just a moment, please. I'm currently thinking of installing it over by the filtration pond. So I'd like to talk about the plans going forward and various important things we'll be doing from here on out. First of all, about the filtration pond. Let me explain precisely what kind of pond it is. I actually took some video footage, so please take a look. So about this time, all right, there was a noticeable noise, but it was around 6 o'clock in the evening, and at this particular time, well, I genuinely think it was probably quite noisy. Yes, this one. This is the beautiful pond right behind me, and here, well, we affectionately call it the accounting area. You see, there's a significant amount of water in this particular pond. And the crucial process of filtration, this is precisely what's diligently done here, and there are actually two of these systems, and it's like carefully adding the corners of these two together, creating a cohesive and functional unit. So, well, in the aquarium, I was measuring important things like TDS levels and water temperature in the aquarium, but since I have this excellent opportunity as a new initiative, I think I'll definitely start measuring the TDS and water temperature specifically in the filtration area. That's really the primary aim. As for the cycle of cleaning the filter and such, basically, I try to do it at least once a week. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm always able to clean it every week. I try to do it weekly, but things like the weather at the time can affect it. Also, I truly think that various factors like the overall water quality can significantly influence precisely how dirty it ultimately gets. Nowadays, with advanced sensors and other readily visible data, I am seriously thinking of actively collecting some comprehensive data so that I can accurately choose the most optimal timing for thorough cleaning. So, looking far ahead, well, certainly within this current year, I fully plan to do some extensive programming and intricate wiring and such essential tasks in order to significantly improve the entire filtration system here. Like this, you know. So, right here, and over there, those two spots, I'm thinking of setting them up in those two places. So yeah, I'm planning to put in some effort and do my best. Alright, so it's kind of like this. There's a pretty big filtration tank, and well, there are things like the TDS values in that filtration tank, but mainly it's the TBS values. I thought it'd be good if I could check those as well while I'm at it, so that's what I did. That's basically how it went. As for the filtration system there, I clean it regularly, so yeah, I do wash it. Here's what the video looks like. Yeah, so this is precisely how I meticulously wash it. It's actually quite a substantial and significant job, but ideally I thoroughly try to do this entire process once a week on a regular basis. I carefully wash it and then proceed to measure all of the important values. By carefully figuring out the truly right timing for effectively cleaning, I think you can create a much better and healthier environment for your beloved fish to comfortably live in. Nice? So I'm going to introduce something quite special and very helpful for precisely that. To successfully do this, I specifically bought something rather interesting and useful on AliExpress, which I'm excited to share. So this is a sensor. Well, actually, it's not really a sensor. It's more accurately a microcontroller. As you can see, to effectively cut costs, I specifically got the version without an LCD screen, which is in fact half the price. I personally bought about 5 of these units, and I also acquired a TDS sensor. And this is pretty important, but right now here, I'm just showing you the components. The water thermometer and the TDS sensor are each connected separately to the microcontroller, but to split those connections, I also bought a cable splitter. It was actually pretty cheap. And then, for some reason, I'm not sure why, but maybe because I ordered 5 of them, I got an M5 stack ballpoint pen as a bonus. I'm happy about that. Well, this isn't really important, but anyway, that's how it is. So from here on, I'm planning to install the sensor in the filtration tank so that I can start collecting data. Yes. So the first step is to set up the sensor in the filtration tank. And then the second point is about the progress of the color enhancement. I've been working on enhancing the color. Yes. I think quite a bit of time has already passed. Well, as for any visible changes, in the Edo-nishiki. As for the bump, or rather the redness on the head, it might have gotten a bit redder, so I'd like to continue for a while longer. And you know those free papers, right? The ones related to Goldfish. In one of them, there's this place called the Yamazaki laboratory at Kyorin, and according to their research results, well, things like the lighting conditions or the way the light hits, and also the bottom of the tank. Or, well, the color tone down there, like depending on the color of the gravel and such, the way the colors turn out can be affected by these color tones. There was talk about how the way the colors develop can differ. So, you know, if you're interested in that area, I recommend reading up on it. If I can find the article from Yamada Laboratory, I'll put the link in the description below. As for the aquarium, I also put a black layer at the bottom, that black layer. And for the lighting as well, I used a bit of red. I also used a red light. Well, you know, this, when I put it in, well, it's red, right? I was curious what would happen if I used a red light. So to enhance the color, I'm planning to try out various things. And for the third thing, well, to try it out a little bit, here it is. This is from Kotobuki. I recently bought a background screen, so I really want to work hard to make videos where its presence is quite obvious. Oneai. And also, right, and the fourth and final thing. Well, maybe because the water temperature suddenly changed recently, this is a really obvious thing, but this is the overhead filter right here. The new one. I guess you'd call it filter media. I changed to some brand new fresh filter media since quite a significant amount of time had passed. Just the regular manufacturer's kind. The recommended replacement period is once a month, but I ended up using it for quite a bit longer. As expected, the water quality started to deteriorate, or rather, the TDS sensor readings began to rise quickly. Although the water temperature has been dropping a bit lately, so it's hard to say for sure, after I changed the filter media and tried it out, it was actually quite... It's the water quality TDN sensor. The organic matter in the water. It seems like, surprisingly, there isn't that much organic matter present. Well, as expected, regular maintenance, or rather using tools like these, is really important. I realized that it's crucial to keep updating them properly. So this is kind of like a recent update about Swift Edo-nishiki and what we'll be doing from here on. For example, we'll be installing TBS sensors and thermometers in the filtration layer, and also attaching thermometers to the concrete tanks. And so, also things like adding a back screen or working on the bottom of the tank. I'm putting in some effort to enhance the colors too. And of course, regularly replacing supplies. There are about 6 different things to take care of, but I'm planning to do my best with all of them. So that's pretty much exactly how it is. There are many little things to do every single day, but I'll do my absolute best to keep up with them whenever I possibly can, so I truly appreciate your continued support. That's all for today. If you don't mind, please do check out this channel. Recently, I've been updating it consistently on Saturdays and Sundays. I sincerely hope you'll enjoy watching. Well then, that's it for today. See you next time.